In this talk today, I'll be speaking to you directly from Source, from the heart, from the mind of the Eternal. I will talk about your great inheritance and how to accept and allow your inheritance into your life. The great master Hakuin, a Japanese Zen master, would say that from the very first, all beings are Buddhas. And there's also a saying in Zen Buddhism, from the very first, not a thing is. Now they do not say nothing is, they say not a thing. Because Buddha is not something and it's not nothing. It is beyond all concept and beyond all words. But we use concepts and words to explain the unknowable, the unexplainable. In some arts we call it the great mystery, that which is beyond all things. And the Zen master Benkai, who always taught that all things are perfectly resolved in the unborn, that is the unborn mind of Buddha. And he would say that all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas. So what is this unborn Buddha mind? In the Western philosophy, it is described as pure awareness or pure consciousness, pure bliss, pure truth. So what is this pure awareness? That is the beingness, the isness of all that is. This inheritance that is yours for the taking, all you have to do is allow and accept this inheritance. For your Father is the wealthiest being in the whole universe. Your Father, Mother, what some may call Prime Creator, what some may call Buddha, God, Truth, the Tao. And what is this inheritance? This inheritance is everything that is in the universe. Everything that is in the universe is within you, within your consciousness, within your awareness. So to accept this inheritance, you have to allow whatever it is that you would like to manifest into this realm. Allow it to come through you, out of you. See this pure awareness that is Buddha nature. Now it was told that all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas. But in reality, there is no birth. That unborn mind is eternal. There is no beginning and no end. But we describe things that are beyond all concepts, using concepts. Like the great master Alan Watts would say, there is no death. You cannot die, because you were never born. You just don't remember who you are. So who am I? I am here now in this body, this pure awareness that is your birthright, that is your truth. There is no debating truth. Truth is truth. and everything else is adding to truth and expanding from truth. There's a story about the wealthiest man's son, the wealthiest man in this realm, in the kingdom. His son was raised in this kingdom with great wealth. As he became a young adult, you could say boredom arose and the sense of adventure. Now this is a parable, a myth, a story that speaks directly to your psyche. So people take myths and literalize them. Myths are symbolism that speak to the psyche. They are not meant to take literally. So the wealthy man's son, in his boredom and search for adventure, he gathered up all the money he could into a case and left the kingdom and went out into the world and went on many adventures and spent the money that was accumulated, but he ventured far from his home and lost his way. And he spent all his money and fell upon some hard times, gambled his money away, spent frivolously, became a beggar, homeless, could not find his way home. He was begging on the street, and years had passed. And his father ventured out into the city with his servant, and he noticed his son. And the son did not recognize him. Many years had passed. So the wealthy man sent his servant to gather his child, the son, who was now a grown adult. And out of fear, the man thought that this wealthy man was going to enslave him. He ran off in fear. So the wealthy man got two of his servants that looked the closest to beggars, and he sent these two men to gather up his son and offered him a job at the palace to shovel dung, to shovel manure. And the man was overjoyed to be able to have a job, so he took his offer and for years spent cleaning toilets and shoveling the manure. And after years of doing this job, the wealthy man gave him promotion to supervise the other servants, and he was overjoyed. And many years passed, and he lived out this job until eventually the wealthy man revealed to his son that he was home, that was his home, and all the kingdom belonged to him and all the wealth. So the story symbolizes that pure awareness that left its home and journeyed out into this wild world, losing its way, forgetting where it came from, forgetting that all things in the universe are its inheritance, that its father, mother were the wealthiest beings in all the realms of all universes. It takes time to be able to allow and accept this fact, that this inheritance is yours for the taking. You just have to allow it into your life and accept that you are the son or daughter of the wealthiest being in all the lands and all the universe. So can you allow yourself, in your infinite multi-dimensionality, to accept the great abundance of all that is in the universe and all that is in this realm? There's a Zen saying, inch, time, foot, gem. Each moment is worth more than a priceless gem. Each moment is eternity. We will journey back to the beginning of time. Although time has no beginning, we have to start somewhere. Because the beginning is now, the end is now, the Alpha, the Omega is here now. Everything, in a sense, is unfolding from the now. The internal merging with the external. All things unfold and expand from that still center out into the ends of the universe and return back to that still center. So in this point in time, time is a wave, is a sphere expanding. It is the one law, the rise and fall, the light and dark, the sine wave. This is the old concept of living in sin, which is separation. And the middle path is the neutral path, the still path, the unity. Let's go back to the beginning of time, to the very first moment. In the beginning was the Word, was the sound of pure awareness, of pure bliss, of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So it is time to remember who you are, or who I am, the perfectly awakened Buddha that exists through all eternity, here now, from the beginning to the end, and beyond all beginnings and all endings, eternally, without any hindrance, without duality, without conflict. Be in that pure Buddha state here now. Let all things go. Nothing is as it seems, nor is it otherwise. This is the time for ending all picking and choosing, and become and realize with the eyes of your spirit that I, here now, am the world-honored one. I, the one listening to this voice, am honored by this world and all worlds, and I accept and allow my inheritance of the pure bliss and awareness to manifest into this realm of pure light. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.